Hi folks, I'm Matt and welcome to My Expanded Universe, a show where I go through the entire EU in chronological order as best I know how. Alright, so let's continue on in these Marvel comic books. We're going to do the last 3 books in the series here, or in the story arc I should say. The first one was issue 21. Now in this one, Han and Chewie make it to the finals of the big game. Hooray for them. Meanwhile, Vader discovers that Valance, remember that bounty hunter Valance from issue 16? Well, he finds out that he's hunting Luke. And so Vader is on, the race is on to see who can get to Luke first. Now, oddly enough, issue 21 is Vader's first appearance in the series. Besides the, first 6 that included him, it was based on the New Hope. But that's kind of wild when you think about it. Vader's a great villain, and you think they'd want to put him in there. But no, Archie Goodwin says, no, I can come up with other villains in the meantime. We don't need to have just Vader be the bad guy. That's kind of a problem in some other stories where it's just Vader, 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 Vader. You can't come up with anything more. So he does include Vader. Of course, Vader's in the universe. It does make sense that Vader would want Luke as well. But that they waited 21 issues. That's almost 2 years, folks, to bring Vader back into the comic books. I wonder how many people were sitting there reading the comic book going, man, I wonder when Vader's going to make an appearance back. Where's he at? What's he been doing? What's he been up to? I'm shocked they didn't tell the story of what happened to him and his TIE fighter in the Marvel series. It was in the Empire comics where they showed that, but still, they do reintroduce, I guess, Vader in the series, and it also shows telepathy between Luke and Vader. Now again, I have to ask, did Lucas look at this comic book and include that in Empire? Because again, just like I told you, this series came out in 1978, this story arc did. Lucas may have been still, he may not have been done with the final draft of Empire, may have said, telepathy between Luke and Vader, that makes sense, especially if they're a connected father and son. I'm going to do it. Did he come up with the idea on his own? Or did Archie Goodwin give him that idea? Because Lucas did read these comic books as they came out and he did enjoy them. But how much of those comic books influenced Empire Strikes Back? That would be interesting. I doubt George would ever tell us that. He'd want to say everything came from his mind. But surely, you can't tell me that this series did not influence some decisions that George had in Empire Strikes Back. It just makes sense. Now in the next issue, issue 22, is the finals of the Big Game Championship. It boils down to Han, Chewie, and a few other gladiators in the ring. But guess what? In the big game, only one winner can come out alive. Oh no, what are you gonna do? Don't worry, I think Han and Chewie have a plan that may work. But anyway, after that death match is over, you then turn to the next book, which is issue number 23, and that's where they escape the wheel and narrowly avoid the clutches of Darth Vader. Of course, Darth Vader knows they're there. He's on his way to go get them. And once they escape Gray Shade and Commander Strom, of course, they're making their way past Vader as well and shooting off into hyperspace, and everyone is happy. Now, one of the comic book I want to talk about before I leave is switching gears now to newer comic books. Empire number 7. This is written by John Wagner, and basically to prove his loyalty to the Empire, an Imperial governor hires Boba Fett to kill his brother, who is the leader of a rebel cell. Now, it's a Boba Fett story, which is actually really good. That's one thing Dark Horse didn't do. They didn't overuse Fett, and any of the stories they had on him, or most of the stories they had of him, were pretty good. This one is, of course, no exception. It is good, just like most of the other stories they had on him. But it would fit in the timeline chronologically at this point. All right, folks, that's it for now. See you next time with another video.